Hello, can anyone hear me now? Oh God, this is so bad. Hello, can anyone hear me now? Alright, Sam.
So bad.
Oh gosh, this is all coming. Hang on. Alright. Hello Joy, hello Sam. Does this look okay? It's all jumpy for me. Hello Maria, hello Woke. Alright. Now I don't know how to work this software that well. I'm still working this out. But hopefully we'll get this sorted. Alright, who have we got? Tracy, hello. TW, hello. Crazy Train, hello. Moons Balloons, hello. Oh, hang on. We've got a problem. Poor. Is it dying? Can you still see me? Hello, Russian. Berserk Bear, hello. Tracy, Mark, Jill. It's all good? It's telling me it's poor, but you can still hear me and see me and everything? Alright, cheers, Moons. Alright. I'm not that prepared, I'm kind of prepared. Alright. So what do we got here? Got 34 people, alright. Now I've got to work out what I was going to talk about. So how is everyone? How's everyone feeling in, like, is there anyone here from Victoria or like Miami or any of these crazy places, England? Funky Skunk, how you going? You're in Victoria. Wow. Good luck. Hey, Tamar, Flat Earth, Josie, Kevin, Nouveau Planeta, Nim, Cloud Spirals. Alright. Victoria. Who's that? Jude. Yes, Victoria's gone berserk, hasn't it? There is stuff happening on that front though. I've hooked up with some people, and we're going to start some legal stuff because this is getting ridiculous. So it's all to do with common law, and there's a guy named Christopher who I've been talking with, and a few other people. There's a guy called Tom. What was his name? I watched an interview with him. Tom Barnett. He did an interview with Owen today, the Big Bear. So if you haven't heard of him, check him out. What have we got here? Tweed Valley, Sally, USA, the communist state of Dantoria. There you go, Mad Pieman. England. Hello, Happy Brewer. Wollongong, Nim. Yeah, this guy lives in Nullambimby. What was his name? Hang on. Tom Barnett. So I'm going to be doing a bit of King Greg. Yeah, well, we're getting, so Tom's involved, and there's a guy called Jesse Casanova, who's a South African, and he's one of the main drivers, and who have we got? And it was Ger, by the way. Is Ger here? Ger put my name up. I just got this email, and suddenly I'm in the middle of this where big legal thing that's happening. So that's exciting. So Sam J, yeah, Yeah, Sam. So this guy Tom, you should check out his channel. Interesting guy. He wanted to find out about viruses, so he went out and tried to infect himself with all these different viruses, and none of it worked. So he proved that they don't live out. That they're not actually transmitted. Flat Earth, Aussie Roscoe, how you going? Russian Thoughtbot. Callum, hey, how you going? Yes, we do have heard stupidity woke. Definitely. Shutting massive store in Lincoln. Big Pharma is falling. Yeah, well, I heard today that in Australia, I think it's Channel 9, it's one of the big stations, they're closing down all of their news in every state apart from two. So there's not going to be any state news anymore. It's all going to come from just a couple of recordings. So yeah, I wonder if that's because they're losing so much money and no one's watching. Is MSN falling? Because there's a lot going on, isn't there? Callum hugs everyone with the flu, and that's the thing. We used to have, like measles parties and chicken pox parties, and parents would take their kids and rub them together, and try and get them infected. It's funny. Daniel, how you going? No Curve, hello. Mrs. In Flames. Yeah, the New York blackout. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was about. I think it's back up now. A lot of people said that Ghislaine Maxwell was up that way, but I haven't heard anything else about that. I don't really think she's got much chance of getting out anytime soon. I've just got to turn this message off. Alright, so what was I going to talk about? Let's have a look. Oh, one thing I was going to show you guys, have you seen this? Now I'm going to try and get this, hopefully this will, oh God, what do I do? Do I do that? No, don't do that. Hang on. Whoa, there we go. Oh, now you can see behind the scenes. Look at that. So there's this. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Okay, can you guys see this? Can you see that? Just trying to see. What did I do? Gosh. Still need to watch from the bear. Callum Wilkinson. Can you guys see this video that I'm showing? We can see your YouTube studio. Oh. Gosh, hang on. I'll get rid of that. There we go. Can you see that? Oh, you can probably see. Oh my God, I've got so much stuff up. Can you see anything? No? God. I am not good at this. Okay. Give me 1 sec. What do I do here? Oh God. Widgets. Oh God, sorry guys, I'm just having a quick look. How do I show? Okay, I'll tell you what I can do. Let's go. Okay, I'm getting there. I'm sorry. Ah. If I do that, can you guys see? Oh, what's happening? Ah. What can you see now, me? Hang on. Oh, there we go. Hey Phil, thanks. I'm trying to get this. This is just not working, is it? Oh my gosh. Ah, I wanted to show you. There's a video of Trump. Have you seen it? And it's when he's leaving the White House to go to the church. You know, when he did that, when he went to the church when they were trying to vandalize it, and he's walking out across the White House lawns, and there's what looks like a very tall person, looks about 9 foot, walking next to him. Has anyone seen that? And it's also, God, I don't know why I can't share my screen. It's very annoying. But there's, oh, actually, you could see my screen before. Why can't? And there's another picture of, have you seen the picture underneath a Air Force One? And it's got a giant. Has anyone seen that? Nothing different at the Mars Blue, Maria, head up, blah, blah, yes, really, yep, saw that. Yeah, and I found a couple of other photos, but I can't, I'm going to have to make a video now. I can't find them. But if I could show you my screen, which I could before, so I don't know why I can't now. Oh, this is so annoying. Alright, I'm just going to give up on that, I think. What have we got here? Seeing the footage, but don't know his Tracy. Can't find them. I think there is a giant on the other side. What I've been thinking is this, you know, we've seen these, you know, we've seen the maps, right? We've seen the maps of Hyperborea and land up at the North Pole, and there's all that story. Is it Olaf Janssen, the guy who goes up into the North Pole with his son, and they meet the giants, and you know, they're about 9-10 foot, and they're all sort of good human type people. And what have we had in the last sort of, you know, 20-30 years? You know, global warming and all this stuff about melting ice. So is the ice melting? Has this got something to do with Greenland? And, you know, have we been trapped in Middle Earth? You know, between the Arctic and the Antarctic, because obviously we've all asked questions, are there other civilizations up and down, you know, well, on the inside and the outside? So, and we know about giants. So they're giants on the inside. Is there some kind of a pathway being opened? What do you think? I have computer skills. Thanks, Jason. Oh, your computer skills. Yay. Ghislaine is a sweetie. Trump wished well. Oh gosh, let's go quickly. Hello, MVW76. I saw a horrid video of organising a harvest warehouse. Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of gross stuff out there at the moment, and try and stay away from that stuff. All you need to know is what's going on. You don't need to know the details. You don't need to get those images in your head. So, yeah, I'd stay away from all that stuff. All we need to do is get rid of it at this point. Mad Pieman. Is that supposed to be there's no North Pole? There's no North Pole. What do you mean there's no North Pole? Is Earth like a tree? Each reset bring a new rim. Well, there's what's that guy's name? Martin Kenny. Have you seen Martin Kenny's work? He says that there's multiple layers out, and that the planets that we can see are actually the stars and moons of the outer rings. Hey Kenny, how you going? Giant gravy. How you going, Berserk? But yeah, no, I've watched the Owen Benjamin. Sorry, Owen Benjamin interview this morning. Really, really good interview with Tom Barnett. Um, and yeah, Tom Barnett's all about law. And so, like I said, we're going to get into this law thing. I've got a group, well, I've been invited into a group. Somehow I ended up there. I really don't know how. So I'm going to be doing a few videos on the law, and it's basically, like, I got into the law about 6, 7 years ago, and it's a lot of work to read the law. I spent months on it, and after months and months and months of completely doing my head in, trying to understand their legalese crap, I came to the conclusion that you can't beat them through their system. You can't. It's rigged against. It's made for that reason, so that we can't win. And there's two systems. There's the legal system and the law system, and they've built the legal system, which is maritime law, law of the sea, all that kind of stuff. But you can't win through that. And I've always been looking for a simple way, and we found one. It's just the basic thing, We are humans. We are not persons. We're man and woman. We're not people. And as long as we take that stance, then their law doesn't touch us at all. It can't, because for it to touch us, they have to admit that they have jurisdiction, and for them to have jurisdiction means we have to sign consent, or they have to admit that they are either a slave trader or God. And they can't prove that. We're going to need your guys' help as well, because we need to get a lot of people together around courthouses all around the world. Is the way we're going to do it. Because Jesse Casanova, I'll leave their links below these people. They went and tried to serve the courts twice, and literally the courts got police to surround them so that they couldn't get in and serve their papers. So we're going to try and get like 100,000 people around each courthouse. Rob, in a nutshell, Campbell, natural and man's law, choose one. Yeah, exactly. And that's what it says. It says it a lot in the Bible, and in other things it says, be a man, and obviously, or woman. And that's the thing. If you're a man and you're a natural man standing under the Creator, well, you have inalienable rights. Like there's the only person you need to answer to is a Creator, and this is the whole scam with this whole fake birth certificate and straw man and all this. They try and make everything dead. Corporation is corpse, incorporated. It's all death. It's a death cult. They're all cannibals, right? So what was I saying? Owen? Let me read this. Campbell, you need to. Tar, we have to get back to our cest queue via trusts. Well, we're going to sidestep all that. That's their law, and this is the thing, is if we try and fight this through their system, we lose. It can't be done. So what we do is we just stand there and say, prove that your legal system applies to a man. And in all the legal documents, not lawful but legal. Legal's the dead entity. Lawful's the living man, the living human. But in all legal documents, it's all to do with jurisdiction. They need jurisdiction, which means they need you to comply. That's why they come up and say, give me your name, give me your date of birth. And when you do that, they say, oh, well, I've got this piece of paper that matches that. So obviously you're saying you're this piece of paper. And then they charge a piece of paper. You go to court and they say, are you this piece of paper? By saying, what's your name and date of birth? You go, yes. And they gotcha. So with your date of birth, if you're ever asked your date of birth, what you need to do is not give it, basically, if someone's holding, a policeman, if they've got your license or whatever, and they say, what's your date of birth? You just say, well, it's on my license. And if they say, no, what is it? What you say is, well, I can't tell you that because whatever I say will be hearsay because I was present at my birth, but I was not old enough to have the cognitive ability to know what the date was. So anything I say about my birth date is hearsay. Do you take hearsay as evidence, officer? They don't. Okay, so that's how you get around that. It's all trickery. Jurisdictions, legalise, cold brow, they played it good, yep. Denounce your citizenships, yes. Claim your rights. And it's all ships, isn't it? Citizenships, relationships, all this kind of stuff. I said my sister and was arrested, what? Well, what was that? She's Amanda's B. I said my sister's and was arrested in 2001. Oh, did I miss something? Don't give them joinder. Yeah, joinder. Yeah, exactly. That's joining with them. Yeah, some will, Rob. But I mean, if you let them know that you know what you're talking about, and then you let them know very clearly that if they step outside of their jurisdiction, that they are no longer covered by what's it called? Basically, they're no longer covered by immunity. They're no longer covered by immunity. So you say, well, if you step outside the law and you're going to push this, you've stepped outside your boundaries. You have no immunity, and I'm going to personally sue you. Do you want to do this? Because once you tell them that you're going to take them down, and they know they're not protected by all their friends in their costumes, they're suddenly not so tough. You pull the rug out from under their feet and let them know that they're not standing on anything, and that they'll start to say, oh well, do I want to go here? Do I even want to try it? Because most people won't. And this is what we've got to do, is start standing in our power, because what's happened is because people don't stand in their power as man or woman, the police, a majority of them now think that they have power over us, and that's how they act. That's what we've got to change. Qualified immunity. Coastal, how you going? Got to get rid of your birth certificate. Yeah, well, yeah, there's two birth certificates, so you can't use the dead one. They don't give your parents the certificate of live birth. They are around, but you've got to go and ask for them and get them. But yeah, all they give you is the legal strawman fiction stupid birth certificate with the number on it, which is then you can check the number. It's traded on the stock exchange. It's not the actual like New York Stock Exchange. It's an underground stock exchange, but yeah, they're all traded because it's our value that they're after. Yeah, I wish I could. Blessed cursor, Trump with the giant. Let me have one more look and see if I can get another screen going here. But what's this? Auto. Whoops. Oh my God. There. I did set it up so that. So that I could get the screen up, but yeah, I can't, unfortunately, I don't think. Maybe I need to put that down the bottom. Is that working? Let's have a look. I did something. God, I'm going to have to do some practice before the next one, aren't I? Sam gets it. What did Sam say? Sam J. Birth by doctor. Yes, yeah, a docket. And Tor is Sanskrit for gold. There you go. They dock you. They dock the gold from us. That's what they're after. They charge it. They charge your parents, I guess, for the gold that they've delivered. Have you done a video on the French Revolution? Hey, tell I'm 29. I haven't. I have looked into it and I've been meaning to, because obviously that's a huge thing. I actually haven't seen anyone do one on the French Revolution. Yeah, which is surprising because it's a big event and obviously something that is probably not quite what we're told it is. My computer is just, at the moment, is my main issue. And so, yeah, sorry to everyone. I'm so far behind on my emails, my just everything. I've got a bit going on, but the main thing is my computer. It's running so slow and taking so long to upload things that I literally get on to edit a video and I'm there, like hours later, and so I'm just not getting as much done as I would like to, which is unfortunate, but that will all be solved soon. I'm gonna get the fastest, biggest computer they sell. There should be way more of us. Ray Pratt, hello. There should be way more of us here. We need people to get this done. Yes, we're gonna do it. I'll leave 2 websites below as well. One is a warrior calls, and one is Earth something, but I'll leave them below. Check them out. A warrior calls has got really good videos, short videos that explain all the legal stuff, the lawful stuff, and they're really good to share. And like I said, we're going to be getting groups together. We need like as many as possible. We want 100,000 at each courthouse, so that there is absolutely no way and no question that the legal system and their little bloody golems can stop us. We're just going to surround and say, this is a public courthouse, we're the public, we own it, get out of our way, we're going to come in and serve you this paper, and you need to either prove that what we're saying is wrong, or you need to get out and we're going to arrest you all. And that's how it's going to go down. It's not going to be, we're not going to ask for anything, because the days of asking are over. This is what people have been going into court and trying to find more clever ways to ask, to ask permission, but we don't need permission. They've stolen everything. It's all lies and deceit. So all we need to do is tell them that and put it in their face. But the main thing we need to do is let the people know, because most people don't get this. So the whole thing is going to be televised. To let people know what's going on. What's the group? The group Muddy May is, we don't have a name yet. It's still very new. It's still being set up. We've only had a couple of Skype calls so far. But yeah, I will definitely be keeping you up to date on this channel. So yes, don't worry about that. You will definitely be kept in the loop. What have we got here? I will email this to Owen and Scarecrow. Hey, Berserk Bear. Yeah. Well, Owen probably knows about it, Berserker, because he interviewed Tom this morning or yesterday, and Tom's involved. Tom's in the group. I was on the Skype call with him the other day, and that he's a smart guy. That Tom guy, he's just one of those smart guys that when you find someone like that, you listen to them. He's just you'll know what I mean when you hear him talk. He's just very smart guy. And they will tase everyone. They won't tase me, Phil. They can try. Barrage, contract offers, forever flat. What have we got here? The prisoners have been trying to negotiate. Yeah, I agree, Fast Eddie, that the prisoners have been trying to negotiate with the guards when what they need to do is understand that we're not the prisoners. We actually own the building. And the staff have taken over. Like, seriously, the servants have taken over the castle. That's what's happened, because we're the public and they are literally public servants. There are servants. They shouldn't be having, they drive around in brand new cars while, the public, a lot of the public have got heaps of crap or no car at all. I mean, it's disgusting, and it's all going to stop. Zoe, hello. Another Aussie, yes. Jolly Swagman, Steve Ad. Hello, Steve Adams. Lockdown is for the ones that believe it. Yeah, Amran. yeah, lockdowns. I mean, it's a hard one. Are they trying to see who's going to stand up? Are they just trying to see what people will take? Is this, do people in Victoria still think, the government still think they have some form of control? Are they still going for stuff? Because I mean, obviously this, the whole Q thing, has to be taken into account because there is stuff happening on that front. If you look into it, there's all these different orders and a lot of stuff, a lot of weird stuff happening that, yeah, there just seems to be stuff happening. So one thing I noticed is that Victoria, remember Cardinal Pell, the pedo priest? So he was actually found, when they did that investigation, they found 16 separate pedophile rings in Victoria, and these people were using tunnels underneath Victoria. And they said that Cardinal Pell, I think he's a Christian brother, is he? Basically 11 of the cardinals were all abusing children back to 1919. And this came out in 2017, I think, and they still haven't taken them down. So is that part of it? Because the other places that are shut down are England, which is obviously pedo central, Miami, right next to Haiti in the Caribbean, and New York. So I don't know. What do you reckon? Is this some kind of takedown? Well, it's so hard to know at the moment. What I know is that we should put obviously all our full good intention behind all this stuff, but at the same time we can't really sit down and just believe it's going to happen. We still need to do stuff because we don't know at this point. I don't know, we're in this flux, we're in this sort of place where not lots happening, and it's really hard to see what's going on, and there's so many different opinions, and so and especially with Q. The problem with Q is so many people have jumped on recently, and so and there's channels that literally they're getting, tens of thousands of views, per day on their videos, and these are people who really, 4 months ago were sitting down watching telly every night, thinking that life was normal, and now they're out being Qsters, and they don't really know what's going on. They don't really get the big picture, and so we don't, we've got this skewed picture. There's all this information that's half information, that's not true. Has that been done on purpose? It's just something's happening. What's everyone saying here? Dawn, hello, how you going? Good morning from Florida. Hello. There are tunnels, forever flat. There are tunnels everywhere under every major city, and they're all old world tunnels as far as I can tell. So what's going on there? Were these taken over? Are these, how long have they been being used? Because I mean, how many stories do we have of creepy old men stealing children and children in tunnels and all this kind of stuff, and Oliver Twist, all the orphans. It's a bit awfully orphan. Calm before the storm, yes. That's how it feels. Facts. It's definitely, we're definitely in a lull at the moment. There is an abundance of opportunity. I agree, Callum. I think that's what kind of what this lull is. So we all get to choose, guys. Everything's energy. Our thoughts are the highest form of energy, and so with our thoughts we literally create. And if you want to put it at a basic term, your thoughts make you act. So when you act, you do stuff, which is creating. So you can see it whatever level you want, but at this time it's all about intention. If everyone goes around looking at all the bad stuff and putting out the bad energy, we're stuffed, oh my God, the New World Order are taking over, look, I can show you all this bad stuff. Well, I don't see that as a good use of your energy. That's doing exactly what these vampires want us to do. This is how they get us. They control our energy, and they manipulate it through the media. and they get us all to think what they want us to think, and by doing that they control the narrative. They control what happens. So at this point we've all got to stand up and go, nah, no more. We're gonna use this as an opportunity to build something better. Sam went bush. Good on you, Sam. And yeah, so a few things, but yeah, I'm gonna get a van. I'm gonna go van lifing. I'm gonna get a van, and I'm gonna turn it into a tiny house. And then if anything goes wrong, I'm out of here. I'm gonna have solar power, water, the whole lot, self-contained. And then obviously land. Martin has been talking about Barbaria. Owen's been talking about Beartaria, is it? So there is a place in Queensland. I'm obviously in Western Australia, in Perth. So anyone who's in WA, who has got land or who wants to get some land, I'm gonna have a bit of money soon. Not a ton, but enough, that if we can get some people together, we might be able to get a chunk of land. 20, 100 acres would be nice, but 20, whatever. Just somewhere to go, even if we all sit there live in vans. Then yeah. But if you're in Australia, there's land up north in Queensland, couple hundred acres. I don't have the details, but Martin Leadcade does. So if you contact him, what have we got here? Energy flows where attention goes. It sure does, Marcus. So we need to make sure that we're flowing our attention in the right direction at the moment. Beartaria, where did I see that? Oh my gosh, he's go quick. Beartaria, always welcome in the centre. Callum, yeah. I heard Tom was actually saying that, obviously there's a ton of space in the centre of Australia, so I don't know, how habitable is it out there, Callum? Because obviously we're told it's not, but I haven't really spent that much time out there. I've flown over it, and I've not really been in there. First invasion people, Tartarian vampires, yes, I'm on that. Tweed, 120 acres, woke. There is a guy with huge land, Tartarian, 120. Is that the guy in Queensland, woke? Martin, another legend. Yes, he is, Amran. Border, blah, blah, blah. And also, this meetup in Perth, and sorry for everyone who's not in Perth, again. Leave me some comments. Just leave some comments under this video if you're in Perth. I'm thinking this weekend or next weekend, I don't know, probably in the city, but whenever, let's see when most people are available, I guess. And people have been talking about, Woke said, what did I ask, Woke? Queensland, yes. Forum. A lot of people have been saying we need a forum. And I just thought maybe a Facebook page, like a private Facebook page might be the easiest. That way, hopefully some of you guys can look after it, because I'm so busy. I just don't know that I've got time to look after anything else at the moment. But if you guys are into that, let me know, and I'll start up like a private Facebook group. And if it's private, it means that it's not censored by Facebook, so we can pretty much say what we want, talk about what we want. It's an easy way. I've thought about the what are they called? Discords. I don't know how to set them up, and I just find them confusing. There's a secret Eden. Where's the secret Eden, Amanda? I want the secret Eden. Have you made a video about the energy organ churches? No, I did make, I think I've done 2 on cathedrals. Who asked that? But I haven't done a specific one. I've kind of pointed out a few different things as I go through, but obviously organs, sound, vibration, right? It's in our language, they're on my level, we're in sync. Compose yourself, orchestrate yourself. And of course, when we die, what do? We decompose, right? The song leaves, the music is over. When the music's over, turn out the light. decompose. North Pole, Cathar, organs for organs. Don't need to buy land, any land. Dacha, how do I not buy land? I want, I would love to not buy land. I would love to just go and build something. There's Perth Truth Seekers already. I didn't know they were still going, but they are. Rob Files. Is that a group, is it, Rob? Thoughts on USA from your outside perspective. Are those of us in the USA in danger over the next... Well, Justin Williams, I think that the USA is in, at the moment... I mean, no, I don't know. I think you'll do fine. You know, if it was a month or two ago, I probably would have said that you're in the best and the worst situation because obviously, you know, there's a massive amount of you know, cabal there and big business, and they're you know, they're very you know, it's like Australia. You know, too many people watch the media. But there's a lot of people in America, you know, patriots with, you guys have got guns. We don't have guns here. They took our guns away. We had a false flag back in, when was it? Late 80s, early 90s. Martin Bryant in Port Arthur. A mass shooting. And this poor kid who was like 18 or 19, I think he had the mental age of like a, I don't know, 4 or 5 year old. And yeah, like he was supposed to have taken out, like, it's something ridiculous, like 30 people with 28 shots or something, you know, like marksmen are saying they couldn't have hit those shots. So we don't have guns. So yeah, in the USA, you guys have got guns. And I've seen some of the footage lately of all these BLM guys marching into the suburbs, marching into town. And there's just people everywhere standing around with M16s and stuff. And yeah, good way to protect. So yeah. I think, you know, around the world, as long as everyone stands up together as one in their power, I think we'll all be fine. But I also think, just looking out, I mean, things are crumbling, guys. They're crumbling. Everything's being exposed. Hollywood's dead. Hollywood's dead, right? I mean, are they ever going to make another movie? Who's going to go see them? Like, Hollywood have been destroyed. Like, all the pedo stuff coming out, it's just ridiculous. So, you know, this system's crumbling fast. Like, fast. So, I think it comes back to us, you know, making sure it crumbles by being peaceful and standing in our power and standing up for our rights, and then putting our intention on what we want to create. And it should have nothing to do with this reality, because this reality, you know, this imposed reality, because you know, the unfortunate thing is we've been raised in a death cult, guys. Like, seriously, we've been raised in a death cult and we didn't even know it. Alright, Tam's got a shotgun. I wish I had one, Tam. How do they go forward with all of us knowing they're tricky? Well, exactly, Amanda. I think it's just over. It's over for them. Movies are now rubbish. They fully are. Reset imminent. I mean, yeah, there's a reset imminent. I mean, there's definitely a financial reset happening. That's gone. The old financial system's gone. If you didn't know, silver and gold are going up, crypto's going up, but paper money's gone. But as far as a reset, yeah, we're going to get a society reset, monetary reset, which we need to get rid of all the debt, and then the rest of the reset's up to us. It's up to us, and this is the thing with Trump and with Q, and if, you know, obviously we all hope it's the best situation, and even if it is the best situation, and this all goes to plan, and we get rid of the evil, we still need to take control of our own lives and our own society. It's not like we can hand it over to someone else and say, yeah, now you take the reins and lead us. It's going to be something completely different. So this whole Trump thing, it's more about getting rid of the evil and then getting rid of himself. I mean, we need government as a word. We can't call them that because it means mind control. But we need someone to to make sure the bridges don't fall down, and just things like that. But obviously that's got to be their job. They've got to be completely non-invasive, and they've got to be the public servants, and they've got to know they're public servants. Well, we've all got to be equal, but if you know what I mean, that they can't take a position that because they are in trust of public funds, that they somehow get to use that, which is the problem. Putin is behind Trump. Amanda B, yes, I have heard that. It's all over for the rich, the poor will pay for it. It's over for the rich and the poor. Well, Forever Flat, I mean, it's all over for the rich for sure. Let's just hope that the wealth gets redistributed. But in any case, once this financial system's down and we don't recognise their wealth, I mean, what are they worth? Unless they've got actual gold. But I mean, who's going to go buy gold off these people? If they turn up with gold, someone's just going to shoot them for being a pedophile and take the gold. I just wonder where they all are. Like, where are all these people? Where's the Queen and the royals? We don't even see, what's the bald dude? Prince William, is it? Big Willie? Prince William? Where's him and his wife? Where are all these people? What happened to Tom Cruise? I haven't seen that dude in like a year. Like, he must have been on the first ship out of here, in the first dumb, or I don't know. Putin's page, probably she gets around. Every soul is a battlefield. Yes, Martin, definitely. It's like the wolves, right? Which wolf are you going to feed? We were corrupted by the Law Society. All politicians are lawyers too, yeah. That's why all politicians are lawyers. Like, this is a thing. If you've got government, shouldn't, like, the head of the education department, shouldn't they be someone trained in education with a lot of experience in education instead of a lawyer? Same with health, same with all these things. There should be no lawyers in there. I mean, lawyers are going to have their day very soon, and it's not the day they think that they're going to have. Fear hides, Callum, yes. Yeah, fear, is fear a virus? What is fear? Because fear is past, right? It's past. People pass fear onto each other. You're not... Like people don't really carry fear. You might have a bad situation or something that scares you, but most people don't then spend the rest of their lives fearing that. So all the fear is given to us through the TV and all this kind of stuff. And the problem with that kind of fear is it's fight or flight, but we've got nothing to fight and nothing to run from, because it's all illusion in the TV and just by people who have watched the TV and believe the TV. Fear, false evidence appearing real. They aren't silly. 13 families run governments, yeah, and they're all Phoenicians. Joy. Yes, it spreads, projecting evil, negative energy. Yeah, well, this is the thing, negative energy, William. The archons, the parasites. What is this thing? Is it? This is what I wonder. Are these beings in a different frequency to us? Like, are they the ghosts standing next to us that we can't quite see it? And are they whispering in some people's ears? Does drinking spirits help get their message through quicker? Or are we talking some kind of parasite? Because there's these ants, and they actually get a parasite in them, and the parasite goes into their brain, and it makes the ant go and find this certain type of grass, and it climbs up the grass, and at the top there's, I don't know, a certain kind of mold or something that it eats, and that's obviously for the parasite, and then the parasite gets what it needs, plants its babies in the ant's brain, and yeah, so I mean, are these parasites actual, physical wormy things that are controlling some people? Because some people seem to be very, very controlled, like to the point where, and this is a whole NPCs, non-player characters. Some people you just can't talk to, right? It's like they've got I don't know, Are they NPCs or robots? I saw a video on clones this morning actually, and it shows all those people, and there's tons of it. People like news reporters and different singers and they freeze up on screen. Have you seen that? And they're talking and they just freeze like they're, I don't know, a robot. Some people say it's MK Ultra, but how many people out there at the moment are clones? Because Dr. Fauci, now he's suddenly wearing the mask. There's all these photos around of his ears, and they're saying that his ears are different. And of course, with a big face mask on, how would we know? They only have to look a little bit similar, don't they? A little Mandela, yeah, Mandela effect. Well, I mean, time is a bit weird, isn't it, at the moment? It feels like things are converging. Project Looking Glass, which we know, that FBI, right? And with that they were saying that they could look into the past and the future. I don't think they ever said they could actually travel, but they were saying that they could affect it in certain ways. And then there's this video, and it's got a guy, I can't remember, I think he's like Middle Eastern European, and he got called in to the FBI to look at this data that they had, and they didn't give him the full story, but he worked out it was timelines, and they kept hitting a point, and the FBI was saying, how do we change this point? Everything we put in, we just always hit this one point. And that point was 2020, and it's like a convergence. I don't know, it's like all this stuff, all the different timelines that have been split out over the last cycle are all starting to come back in. So I don't know, we get a fresh start or something, I'm not sure. Fauci has Swiss lineage. Oh, there you go. They are only half human and half is tortured out of them. Babies, no human compassion. Yeah, they've definitely got no compassion. See future possibilities, exactly. Global Vision, yeah, goes great work on V. Yeah, Global Vision, he does some interesting stuff. And this is the thing, like, FBI, what's the Hollywood one? Their project, FBI and in Hollywood, and they make all the movies, and it's called Project. Someone tell me. I'm reading. But anyway, the FBI own Mockingbird, Project Mockingbird. It's a real thing. You can look it up. There's declassified files. The FBI own Hollywood. They created it. So all these shows and movies are made by the FBI. So things like V and shows, like that. I mean, yeah, what's the deal? Are they trying to... Is this got to do with them having to tell us what the deal is? This sort of karmic law that we hear about, that they have to tell us their plans, and then that somehow releases them from the karma, because they make them all. It all comes from the same source. We get very little independent movies. Any independent movies, they're hard to find. They're never promoted. Yeah, so it's all FBI pretty much. Oh, CIA, that one. You're completely right, Tama. It's CIA. Definitely not FBI. CIA, sorry. Cocaine into America. Holy moly. I thought Beirut put us at 12 midnight. Who has the clock? What do you mean by that, Amanda? Most people's thalamus and hypothalamus change what they hear and see based on their... Oh, I lost that. Based on their learned preconceptions, known and unknown. Martin Brenchley, yes. I didn't know the thalamus and hypothalamus bit there. But yeah, I mean, we can only see what we believe to be real, what we believe to be true. And I guess that's why, some people will look in the sky and see, a light, a UFO, and some will be, that's aliens, and others will be, well, there's no way that can be aliens, because it's a belief, right? So they see what they want to believe, but quantum physics also says that basically things don't exist unless you look at them, because everything in this reality requires an observer, and we are the observers. So literally, quantum physics says if you leave a room and there's no one to observe that room, that until the observer comes back, that room doesn't exist in a solid form, because everything is potential. And this goes back to double slit experiment, and they were asking, are atoms particles or waves? And what they found out is that they're both, which means that basically everything is potential. And because an atom, when they did this experiment, they found out obviously it's energy. There's nothing physical in an atom at all. And then atoms are what make us up. So they're energy and they're potential. So guess what you are? You're potential energy. You have the potential to turn your energy into whatever you want. And that's why... So, hang on a sec. You going to Jess's? That's all right. Cool. Can you shut the door? All right, I'll see you tomorrow. It's my big boy. What was I saying? Waveform, enforcement, energy, filter and sound. Private Facebook would be good. Who said that? Gosh, I've lost it. Nonna, cool. Nathan, not true. What's not true, Nathan? Quantum physics, lol, photons doesn't exist. Who said that? Oh God, I've lost that. Thomas Gron, flat earth proof. Physics, lol, photons don't exist. Atoms isn't what they claim. No, well, they claim that an atom is a physical thing. They claim that an atom, well, they used to say it actually had a boundary, and it was like a nucleus with a protein, a neutron, an electron, and all this stuff going around, kind of like the solar system that they used to show us. But basically, it's just, like I said, it's just energy. There's nothing there really apart from potential. So even to the point, I mean, we all know that, we think therefore we are, so we can't disappear as people. But yeah, things aren't there unless you see them, because the whole world's an illusion. This is how we've been controlled, is because it's our perception is based on what we believe, and so all they need to do is change perception, and then we see something different. Which is, with that giant that was next to Trump, like I said, I've got another 2 or 3 photos, and I was thinking, were they always there? Are the energies changing now so that we can maybe see things are in different vibrations? Because has anyone been... let me read these first. Look at my page, I agree. What is an atom? Atom, yeah. Atom, man, everything is made of electrons. Well, what's an electron though? Electron's just, it's a neutral. No, it's it's a positively charged. It's a positive charge. But what's charge? Charge is energy. All energy merely changes, therefore there is no... Yeah. JP, it's the first rule of thermodynamics. You can't destroy anything because it's energy. It can just change form. Severability, all is basically an all form of energy, something along those lines. Nothing has a real boundary. I agree. Energy, vibration, frequency. Cheers for the truth drop test. Thanks, Callum. Blah blah blah. Someone likes the sky. Who was that? At first there was sound. Yes. The song. Every creation story, pretty much, that you look at, was created by some kind of sound. It was either spoken into, it was the word, or it was spoken, or it was sung into existence. The sound. It's always got to do with vibration. When it was composed, when this realm was composed, right? 2020 vision for us. Yeah, 2020 vision for sure this year. Bell's Tom. How about an in real life catch up for Perth Pete? Yes, Kelly. Yes, yeah. I mentioned so. I'm thinking this weekend or next weekend. If everyone wants to let me know what's better and whenever most people are free, we'll make it. So let me know Saturday or Sunday this weekend or next weekend, and we'll get something sorted. That's why I thought as well, like a Facebook group might be good where we've got somewhere people can chat. They need to make chats on YouTube, don't they? Bees need flowers to sing. Ah, okay, sing to find them. I didn't know that. I know that they buzz. Martin was talking about the vibrations, wasn't he, of bees? Sound is vibration which equals manifestation. Yes, exactly, woke. Sound, there's actually videos you can see where they put sound on certain crystals and they grow into these city-looking things, actually. The first word was vibration. Callum vibrates. The world is just a word with L in it. Ah, that's very good. I cremated. Nice knowing too. Oh, I am created. Nice, yes. The world is just word with L as in E-L in it. You know, God, right? The false God. That was my kitty. I don't know where she is. She's joining the conversation. Where are you? Check out Norb's World. Haven't seen that one, Sam. Oh, hang on a sec. I need to let my kitty get out the door. She's going to keep yelling. Come on. Alright, Kitty had to make an appearance. Stars look like rhythm going on in the... I've been looking at the stars. I don't know a lot about the stars and astrology and astronomy. Unfortunately, it's something I never really put a lot of study into, but I have been looking at them recently, the last couple of weeks, since people have been mentioning it. But I don't really have a reference point. So are the stars changing? That's what a lot of people are saying. I've noticed, yeah, oh, the weather's definitely weird down here. It's freezing. Hello, Mrs. In Flames, yes. My kitty is 20 years old. Those hinges. Yeah, that's my chair. Sorry, Tony, I need to oil it. It's very noisy. No, Tippy, T-I-P-P-Y. Tippy. I don't know why. I don't know where that name came from. I know. I'm going to start making cat videos, Callum. I think YouTube will let me monetize then. What do you reckon? I'll start off with like 5 minutes of cats and then I'll just go into like history and then I'll finish with cats. I might be able to get away with it. What do you reckon? New Zealand back to... Yeah, really? Hard to believe? Because the thing is with New Zealand is that there's been hardly any cases there and no deaths, but they're trying to push this lockdown. But you see, the thing is with Australia and New Zealand is, unfortunately, we're test grounds, you know, for all these mad elite, you know, psycho vampires. We're kind of a testing ground, small population, you know, easy to get stuff out to, you know, everyone watches telly. Whose cat's at? I choose. My cat is Nitty Nat. Machine elves, Maria. Do you mean like the machine elves, as in like Terence McKenna? The elves behind the scene, the DMT elves, should we call them? Haven't been on Facebook. Yeah. No, Muddy, I've got a Facebook account and every now and again I sort of post something just in the hope that someone sees it, but they normally get taken down by Facebook. Facebook was good, you know, 5 years ago. I was in quite a few groups. I was doing a lot of law stuff back then, but it's crap now. It's like YouTube, and Like, how's the algorithm? I just keep getting like literally the same videos over and over, and I get videos that I've watched recommended back to me just over and over, just the same videos. And if I watch something that's not, like history related or sort of related to what I normally look into, if I watch, I don't know, something on camping or something, then I'll just get all camping videos. That's all they want to show me. Everything else goes out the window. It's ridiculous. Yet some channels out there, the ones that are pushing, go buy a mask and all this kind of crap, and just stay inside. Let's all do the good. They're getting so promoted, and they're growing. Some of them are just. I saw a live stream with like 60,000 people or something on it, and the guy was talking about how he's going to take Bill Gates' jab. I mean, let's start calling it Bill Gates' prick, hey, and see how many guys want to take Bill Gates' prick. Maybe that'll stop them. What's happening here is, have you noticed any 5... No, I haven't noticed any 5G around here, Forever Flat. We've got, in Australia, they're using the little ones that they put up on the power poles. Haven't seen any though, no. Clearly watch history on YouTube. I watch, like Martin, those, John Levi, Wooden Nichols, these kind of people, Tartarian Zephyr, how you going, Phil? Woke, go check out Woke's channel. He got a shout out, by the way, yeah, Woke, congratulations, shout out by John Levi. For his video where he shows, and it's really good, he shows, it's to do with the circuit board cities, and he shows one melting, and he's also got this really good shot where he puts it on like a circuit board on a wall in front of a city, and it's in the foreground with the city in the background. So go and check out Woke's channel. He does good stuff. UAP, yes, UAP is good. I saw a bit of his latest one, the one on vacuum, but I didn't finish it. I don't know why. Callum watches real people. Yeah, I agree, Callum. Like Owen, Benjamin's good, obviously. And there's lots of good people, and there's a lot of small channels. Gonna open the door for Kitty. Hang on. All right. Kitty has food. Angela Wallace, Marie. Yeah, I've seen a bit of Angela Wallace. She's pretty good. I saw some video the other day, and she was standing there with a guitar singing a song. Everyone knows that. Yeah, I know, right? Tiffy's more famous than anyone at the moment. I think she needs her own channel. Rogan's up, fam. Rogan's... What is that? What does that mean? You don't mean Joe Rogan, do you, Bear? Surely not. Yeah, gee, Crowhouse, Max Eigen. I mean, Max is good. And I've been subscribed to Max Eigen for not that he's up anymore. I think he's got a new channel up, but yeah, I was subscribed since 2009 or 8 to his channel. But the thing about Max is, Max tends to look at things from the negative point of view, and we don't need the negative. As far as negative, all you need to know is what's going on. Once you've worked out, yeah, okay, that's the problem. You don't need to hear it over and over and over and over and over and over again, because all that's going to do is make you think that things are worse than they actually are. That's why they play the news 3, 4, 5 times a day. It's all the same story, nothing new. They just want you to think the same things happen 5 times. So yeah, I like Max. He's he's a good researcher. He's a good person. I just would yeah. We just have to be careful about where we're putting our attention and intention, and whether it's we need to be focused on the positive at the moment, because yeah, of course stuff's bad. We know that, but that's not what we want. So we've got to yeah. I think find new sources, find people who have got new ideas, who have got a new vision, who can see forward, who are looking forward, not looking at the problem. Oh yes, I do. Berserk Bear. Whoa, what? Oh yes, I do mean Toe Rogan. He looks like a toe. I what you said to watch him. Plus he shaded and on. Yeah, I know. They had a bit of a falling out. All bears break the toe. Old Toe Rogan. Yeah, he looks like a toe, doesn't he? I saw this T-shirt today, and it would be perfect for Joe Rogan because he's bald. And it was actually just like a ball sack, 2 big balls there on a T-shirt, and so whoever's wearing it, guess where the dick is. So yeah, you'll have to get Owen to get one and send it to Joe. They bank on us falling into the movie. Just watch, don't give yourself into it. Yeah, it's all a show. It's all a script. Downloaded documentaries for 18 years. Interest in Earth. Yeah, Earth houses. Michael. Yeah, we need land. I'm way into that. I've studied, permaculture. Love permaculture. I'm so into it. Cob houses. Rammed earth, just earth ships, tiny houses, junk houses, whatever you call them, those, just sort of homemade houses. Love it all. I think we need to build our houses. And this is something I've been thinking about a lot with, the cities and Tartaria and the buildings. Are they ours? Are we even supposed to be living in these cities? Because the thing is, most humans don't seem that happy. I mean, and I understand that obviously, cities are mainly where people live are boxes these days, and that may have not been the same in the day, but I mean, were people living in them back in the day? Because most of them, well, a lot of the big places didn't have toilets, we know that, and we know that there's some kind of component or machine. And humans seem happier in nature. We just seem to be made to be living amongst the trees in nature. Humans do better there. That's where the good energy is. And I think it's a lot better to live in the earth, in a cob house, than to live in a red brick building. I don't know. What do you reckon? Are they even our buildings, guys? Like. I just don't even know. Like, we see all these videos of, the people in the new cities, the new populations. Where did we come from? Where were we put? Anything marked Crown land is mine. I agree, Darcy. It's all mine. What about an old town? So, yeah, I've thought about that, Paul. Because a lot of old towns you can... we can either buy the whole town, or you can move in and buy the houses extremely cheap, and then you can just start your own council, and you make your own rules. I mean, the problem with Australia is all the cheap land and the cheap towns like that. It's crap land. It's unfortunately, if we had people and we had a lot of land and we had good fall, and we had rain obviously, or water, then you can build it up. You can build stuff up. Definitely, you can build up the land. But you do need to bring in heaps of organic matter and hay and all this stuff. But it would be nice to have some nice land. But I mean, I guess love limestone. Yeah, thick walls, Alexander. Yeah, limestone. Crystals. It's all crystals, limestone. Built by giants for giants. Yeah, well. Looks like it, doesn't it, Fast Eddie? I mean, and this is the thing with the giants, us, and we shrunk, or were they something totally different? Because if there's giants, coming back, well, they're obviously something different because they're still big and we're not. drone strikes. God bless you all. Bunnykins, hello, how you going, Bunnykins? God bless you. No dig gardens, yeah, I agree, no dig gardens. What's that one where you put the logs in the ground? Something culture. I'll remember it in a minute, but yeah, you can bury like logs under garden beds, and then the logs hold the water and they decompose and they release stuff into the garden. There's so much you can do. It's all easy, guys. It's all easy. It's all free. We just got to do it, and this is the thing. We've just got to stand in our power and let these parasites know they don't own the land. What do you mean the Queen owns the land? How? Show me the receipt from God. Yeah, show me that one. The canvas walls were crazy. Same side. Been thinking the very same. In nature, I feel, yeah, Joseph, yeah, we just seem to do better in nature. I mean, even kids that are stressed out and have issues, they take them out to nature for a while and they, calm right down. Hugel culture, that's it. Who said that? Israel, yes. Hugel, that's where you bury the logs, yes. Permaculture, yes, that's it. Nature provides, yeah. And this is the thing, and nature also teaches. We need to be taught, because we've spent our life, and really the only information that we've had access to has been lies, and it's been someone else's story, someone else's script, someone else's play, and we've been acting in it. So yeah, but I mean, it's all fun and games. It's all part of the journey. We're all starting to see it now, right? Who stole it, Paul? I've met some permaculture gurus. Hey, Sam. Prometheus, hold no sway on terra firma. Prometheans. Prometheus stole the fire, didn't he? Prometheus stole the fire from the gods. Eagle culture. Oh gosh, he's going quick. Who didn't vote for it? Oh, who are you talking about? Well, riots right? Was there riots in the UK? Yeah, what's happening in the UK? I've heard a bit about riots going on, and I mean, I heard it's all BLM stuff. How did that happen? How did BLM? I told you fear was something that's transferred from people to people, because BLM got transferred. Someone must have got a plane, one of these Antifa people, to London and spread the BLM, because I've seen that there's been riots. Mud huts, yes. Gods are only ambrosia, not food. Gods only ate ambrosia. Yeah, what's ambrosia? Let's just hope it's not what they're eating today, right? But yeah, the fountain of life, yeah. I mean, who knows? Who knows what? And it's interesting, isn't it, that we eat, the food we eat is called a dye tea. And what was the other one? I was thinking of today. Oh, there was another one, and it's got to do with death. Yes, his story is not our story, that's for sure, Alan. Well, we got 336 people. All right. Well, I hope I'm giving you a good show, because I have no idea what I had stuff organised and nothing worked, so I'm still talking. Superman's Fortress of Solitude, Antarctica, is likely a headquarter. Yeah, well, they tell us these things in movies, don't they, Israel? There's always meaning behind everything these people do. It was actually on Owen's podcast, Owen Benjamin's, this morning, and he was talking about he met someone who worked for the South Park guys, and this guy was saying that Trey was really, really particular about a colour green, and it had to be this particular green. He was saying because it's all alchemy. Like these people function on a different level of knowledge, information. They see the world differently to us because they're reading a different language. They're reading symbols, and they're reading colours, and they're interpreting through alchemy and all these different things, and we're just taught this boxed in kind of, Phoenician language where everything's yes or no, black or white, crap, and the wonder's been taken out of it, and the spirit it's been taken out of it. Antarctica is not a continent. Yes, bring on the white pants. No one here believes them anymore. No one believes. Yeah, no, the deletes are gone. Green like Aurora Borealis. Alright. What I was going to say, has anyone been feeling energy? Like the energy, like any energy? It's going to sound weird, but has anyone... I've heard people have been feeling stuff in their solar plexus, things like that. Has anyone been feeling any weird stuff within their personal energy? Because I've been getting these things like a couple times a day on my crown, and it feels like it started off feeling like static electricity, like you put your hand on one of those balls, and it started off small, and then it got bigger and it got more intense and started feeling like someone was pricking me, and then it literally it felt like there was bugs in my hair, because it felt like my hair was standing up, but it wasn't. I swore there was a bug in my hair, and there wasn't. And then it's been happening for a couple of weeks, and yeah, other stuff, just weird stuff. I just felt it all, weird. Has anyone felt any weird stuff? Dude, I need a brain. Oh, what's this? You need to keep your aura clean. Robert Seffer channel, good vibes. Chicago is a vortex. No, it's not 5G. It's right on my it's right on my crown chakra. It's right on my crown chakra every time. Nonna, you got buzzing on the soles and the crown. Nice. So you got it the whole way through. I haven't got it on my soles. I keep feeling these major shifts in my gut. I've been getting a lot of funny gut stuff too, William. I haven't been eating much. I haven't been hungry. I'm not doing a lot. I'm not doing much physical stuff, so that's probably it. But yeah, I've been feeling it in my guts too. But because I'm not really eating much, I don't know what it is. Green, not heavy, massively holy cow revelations. Callum, what have you been feeling? Revelations. Yeah, I've been getting I've been getting downloads, but I don't know how. I don't know how. I can't even put them into words. It's these weird concepts and things, but it's almost like I'm getting like it's a layered map, and you need like all 10 layers to see the full picture or something, and I'm only getting one layer at a time. I don't know. Does that make sense? Weird. Weird stuff. Bloody hell, poison in medicine. Oh gosh, I don't take medicine. Oh, medicine. The Lionsgate portal open. Well, hopefully, because I'm a Leo. Lots of light codes coming through, changing our DNA. Yeah, I've heard talk about that. I'm describing the state of hypnosis, Zen Buddha. What do you mean what? When I'm feeling stuff on my head, is that hypnosis? The king, he can get it done. Tree of good and evil, gut feeling. And the other thing about the gut is that's the solar plexus. Obviously our heart chakra is the middle of our chakras, and so the solar plexus is the top of your bottom three, the base chakras. So it would make sense a lot of people feel it in their solar plexus, because that's kind of what needs to be cleared to access the heart, and that's what is happening at the moment, I think. We all might explode tonight. We might, Amanda, who knows? I haven't needed to eat either. Yeah, Maria, I don't know, I'm just not that hungry. It's weird. Like, I'll literally go all day, and it'll be like 5 at night, and I'll be like, oh God, I should really eat something. Maria, same thing. Oh my God, a billion messages just popped up. Corona crown. Ah, yeah, right. Coronavirus. It could be. So good to make you realise how much they spray in the sky. Nature has become luminescent, Maria. I mean, I think it's all happening differently. It's been, I'm in Perth, and like literally we don't get cold winters, but we've had like a chill in the air like I've never felt before, and it's probably not very cold to a lot of people, but to us it's freezing. It's weird. It's definitely strange weather. But I haven't seen the luminescent plants, but a lot of people have been talking about them. I used to be indecisive. Now I'm not so sure. Oh, I see what you're saying there. Weight is vibration, so air could get lighter. Weight is vibration, so the air could get lighter. So, like, you mean the vibration's rising? Maybe. I mean, maybe we're getting more carbon dioxide because Mr. Leedke also said he was seeing planets get bigger. We're all being sort of uploaded on many levels and at different times. What does it look like through that, bro? Oh, woke, he's not talking to me. Stymers, do you see chemicals in Australia? Yeah, we see chemtrails. Not recently. I haven't seen any for a while. But we just get those clouds, the streaky clouds. But I did see a fluffy cloud the other day, and it was so out of the ordinary that I was like staring at it going, oh my God, a fluffy cloud. So yeah, no, they're definitely doing stuff down here. Thick chemtrails in Melbourne today. Really. And I mean, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I hope in Melbourne they're getting the pedos. But if not, then, like I said, we're doing stuff with the law, so, we're going to get through this anyway. Let's just hope that everyone, is on the same page, because there's a lot of different groups out there doing stuff. Obviously, apart from Q, there's a lot of, there's like Sasha, what's his name? Sasha, with the Earth Alliance, New Earth Alliance. Now, there are quite a few different groups out there. Where are all the birds? I haven't seen many birds, Sally, either. Strawberries haven't fruited. Where are you growing strawberries? Oh, have fruited all winter. Tama, in New Zealand, because we've got strawberries and they're not fruiting, but I've got like bok choy, and it went to flower, and it's the middle of winter here and it's freezing. And so it went to flower, and bees. It's had bees all over it. And we don't normally, it's normally too cold in winter. Chemtrails, Sasha Stone, yes, thank you, yes. Sammy, yes, everyone, yeah. Sasha Stone, he's really good. I was following him back, oh God, 19 years ago, and they were talking about this same thing, about the gold. Back then it was a different, it was a family in Thailand. I think it was a dragon family, is that right? In Thailand, and the gold. And this is something about Q, right? Like I said, there's all these different people, and I think with Q is people have just come on and just done their sort of 70% of research and then come out and started spreading it. So, because the gold, there's 3 different stories of where this gold's coming from. A lot of the people say it's Saint Germain's gold. There's this story about Saint Germain, who's supposed to be the reincarnation of Thoth and Hermes Trismegistus. And he was supposedly 1700s, I think, and he was a saint, and he collected all this money, saved it in a vault somewhere. I've heard that's the money. I've heard it's the dragon family's money, which is money from, they say from, thousands of years ago. Sounds like the start of the cycle or something. That they've got tons and tons, like tens of thousands of tons of gold. And then I've heard from Charlie Ward. Charlie Ward says he's seen the money in the Middle East in underground bunkers. So where's the money coming from? Is it coming from all places? Paul says Q is a false flag. Well, I mean, it might be. It might be. The thing about Q is, obviously Q I mean, and this could all be orchestrated, but Q's been cut from every social media site, all the hashtags. Facebook banned the hashtag Save the Children. But yeah, so Q's been banned everywhere. Trump has done executive orders. I mean, look what's happening. But even if this whole Q thing is just a scam, look what's happened. Everyone's jumped on board and they've exposed everything. They've exposed Hollywood as all the pedos. It's just all the politicians, like Q. If it was a psyop, that's the worst stuff up they've ever done. And this whole thing from go to woe seems to have been a complete stuff up by the cabal. And I still think that something made them go early, because these guys waited hundreds and hundreds of years. Well, maybe not hundreds, but they waited hundreds of years to get their plan out, and now at the end they're just like pushing it all out suddenly. Something's gone wrong. Something's gone wrong for them. That's so it doesn't really matter at this point. Obviously we want Q to go in and jail them all on that, but at this point everyone, because Q is a massive, massive part that all this has come out. So you can't deny that. You just can't. All these people, look at in America, like all these people doing all this research. That's how we know about Pizzagate, the hot dogs, Epstein, all the pedos in, Tom Hanks, Ellen, all the adrenochrome stuff. It's all Q people, all of it. So, like I said, I'm going to put my attention and my energy on the good stuff, and of course I want them to win. I want it to be true. So that's where, until I'm proven wrong. There's a saying that says, believe in everyone but count on no one. And that's that's one of my philosophies, is you put your energy into it, but you don't stop your life, sit on your couch and watch Netflix for 3 months going, yeah, no, it's all right, he's going to take care of it. You don't do that. You keep going, you keep pushing, because we never know. They've been trumped. The Trump card, and this is the thing, how about the names that are going, the Trump card. And the guy they found all the bloody pedo videos on, his name's Wiener. I mean, you can't write this stuff. What I hear today, the teacher of George from the BLM fame, his teacher had the weirdest name. It was something like, I can't even remember. Something about gay man or something. I mean, Trump. Apparently the Vatican had 650 airplanes. Yeah, that's what I heard too, Maria. Look at the public notice movie. Q is Batman. Two-Face is Trump. Biden is Bane. Q. Look at the public notice movie. Is that a movie, Callum? I don't watch movies. Is that like the latest Joker movie? I don't know. Q is Batman, Two-Face is Trump, and Biden is Bane. Okay. New Zealand are notified by phone alert. They are now in level... What? Did that just happen, Kuchi? By phone? And this is the thing, nothing's going on in New Zealand. Cabalia, fool those who will be fooled. Yeah, I agree, Sunray. Eugenics, man. Hey, Sunray, much love to you too. Johnny Depp. Man, Trump wears a small hat. Well, yeah, who knows? Wiener. Anthony Weiner. It'd only be better if his first name was Richard. Richard Weiner. Yeah, this is World War III, Sunray. Yeah, this is definitely World War III. It's just, it's being fought differently. The weapons are different. Makes it legal or karma. Most people are robots made by Satan and old. Yeah, they're all drinking that stuff, Brent. And they have been for a long time. A new $1 billion Scottish right. Oh, really? Where are you, Amanda? Are you in New Zealand? Yeah, New Zealand, yeah. Really? $1 billion, that's a lot of money. in New Zealand. You know, and I have heard, and of course this is not going to happen because they've lost, but I heard that Australia and New Zealand were basically earmarked as the places that all these psychos were going to live once they created their, you know, Orwellian world. Silent weapons, yeah. Oh, you're in Queensland, Amanda. Okay, alright. Make us kill each other. It's easier to fool somebody than to convince them they were fooled. That's true, Will. Amazing Polly is awesome. Holding this together, Fauci, Trump Gates, evil Jesuits. Yeah, I've seen some of Amazing Polly's work, Sierra. She's a good researcher. I haven't seen that. So what she's saying, they're all in this together, Fauci, Trump Gates, etc. Evil Jesuits. Who knows? And this is the thing. I mean, did you all see that Trump said, like it was yesterday, he's disappearing for a few days, and then there was some. It was a news report or something, and there was some weird flash came up on it saying the blackout's coming or something. So who knows? I mean, but yeah, we just don't know. We've just got to take this, because the thing is, like I said, we don't need leaders, and if you have leaders, then you get led. So in the end, we can't give up one leader for another. So it's not about getting rid of the cabal and having Q or having Trump or whatever, if that all goes well, which of course we all hope it does, and that'll be good, but then they still need to stand down, and we still need to create this new world, and work, because this is a thing like that, like everything, guys, all our books, all our, most of our song, it's pretty much 90% of everything is just, it's been made for indoctrination. All the and this is how they do it, because they show it to you when you're young, and we get emotionally attached to all this stuff, and then we make, traditions, and you can't go against tradition because everyone will turn on you. And so everyone loves these stories from their childhood and the books and the songs, but in reality, they were programming us. They were programming us to the Phoenician stuff. Did you see the latest story on the troll doll? Because I mean, that's it shows you how they're programming kids. All these shows on telly that are actively just directed straight at little kids, and they're just dodgy as. Disneyland, right? I mean, Disneyland's just got 666s everywhere. It's aimed, and everything's aimed at the kids, because, well, obviously they like kids, as we know. But also, if you get them young, like the Jesuits say, get them young. Give me a child till the age of 5, and I'll show you the man. That's because they're telling you they'll program that kid, so they can program them in 5 years, and then they'll just. They've got an active taxpayer for the rest of their life. Do I think MK Ultra is much more? MK Ultra is real. Nobody got. Australia got AU. Listen to Dylan's Murder Most Foul. Man shot at the. Slow burn? A man shot at the White House? When was that? Is that news? New stuff? They try to fool us real time. Yeah, I agree. Assas Horu. How do I say that? Yeah, they are trying to fool us, and I think this is what's happening. I think we're at the end of the age, and it is. It's the age of Aquarius is coming in. The age of Pisces is going out, and this is a precession of the equinox. It's not. The age of Aquarius isn't a hippie thing. It's not, it wasn't created to sell the musical hair. It's an actual thing. So we have the precession of the equinox, which lasts about 25,900 and 40 years. Someone will no doubt correct me. And that's divided into 12, which are the 12 horoscopes that we know. And they go around in succession. So every age is about 2,200 years, give or take. And so, we're coming out of the age of Pisces, which obviously Jesus, sign of the fish, Pisces. Before that it was the bull, Taurus, with all the bull worship. and now we're going into the water sign, age of Aquarius. And if you look into the meanings also of these different, they have different energies and ages, because it is to do with astrology and different positions of, the whatever's up there, the planes, the planets, stars, wandering stars. They affect the energy down here. So what are stars? What are planets? Who knows? But they definitely affect our energy. And so we're going into a different energy time, and we're coming out. The age of Pisces is all about structure and control systems and conforming and all these types of things, and obviously that's what's happened. It didn't say it was about, people eating children, but yeah, so we're going into the age of Aquarius, which is, so it is all energy. Water is clearing, yeah, it is. Marie is an Aquarius, the age of mixing. Aquarius is a fire. No, I think Aquarius is water sign, Spliff. Also shifting from the Iron Age. A Kali Yuga, yeah, that's the thing as well, Sam. There's a Kali Yugas as well. There's the Aztec, the 2012. And if you're looking at the 2012, everyone went mad in 2012 thinking the world was going to end. But what it actually said, what the Mayans actually said, was that it was a period of about 7 years where we got to decide what the next cycle would be, and it was our intention that would choose and create that next cycle. So even 2012 lines up to about now, and there's a few more. So yeah, I mean, it's all happening. Like, it's all, electromagnetics. That's right, Will, and energy. And this is the thing. Why do you think they've spent our whole lives trying to convince us that we are not energy, that we are physical, that everything around us is physical, and that death is real, and that, everything is either black or white, there's no grey. Why do you think they've spent all this time and effort teaching us this? Is it all for this point in time right now? So that they can try and fool us, because like I said, it's about intention. If they can fool us and get us under their spell again for long enough, then we might intentionally create the next 1,000 years for them again. I don't know. Or is there a timeline? Is there a vibration split? Will some of us go this way, or go, up this way to somewhere better, and the ones who refuse to change their vibration, so which is their thinking, are they going to stay here? I don't know. The split. Everything is energy, false binaries. We can't forget an honourable mention of Y2. Yeah, Y2K as well, right? Yeah. Good thoughts. Thank you, William. Good morning. Grocer Bear, how you going? Sam J, but they can't if you have control. Yeah, I agree, Sam, and that's what it all comes back to. We have the control. We are the control. And as soon as we realise that together, en masse, then it's over. And what's happening now is people are starting to realise, people are starting to wake up, starting to stand in their power, starting to be humans again instead of people and persons. And that's where the power is. And it's this thing, ion, right? An ion is a electrically charged atom. And ion is at the end of so many words, right? So I've been thinking, does ion, an ion is the electric, it's the electricity, it's the spark of the atom, it's the, the whatever, the spirit, the God, right? The unseen. That's the ion, really, because, physical, atoms don't exist. So it's, and they're talking about electrically charged. So it's the charge. So the ion is us. It's our intention, our spirit. So it's like election. We elect the ion. We elect someone's spirit, someone's, values and morals. And so all these words have got to do with our energy. Like, it's all in the language. It's almost like the Phoenicians have changed half the language, but they couldn't quite change the other half. But yeah, I think ion, if you look at how many words are in it and if you put a the in there, so like what are some ion words? Permission is permiss, like education. is to educate the ion, to teach the spirit. So yeah, ion, everything's energy, because that's what we are. We're potential. Electricity, yeah. Electricity. So electricity is, city. What are cities, right? Grid systems. All cities have city grids. They're grids of energy. Election, yes, elect the ion. Indoctrination, yeah. So indoctrinate the ion. So to indoctrinate the spirit. Right? Indoctrination. Potion. To put pot in the ion. Maybe that's what potion is, right? Get stoned. Philip, come on. Really? To master? What's that? To master the ion? You are in charge, so yeah, exactly. Charge, right? And this is the thing, like I said on another video, when you go to elect someone, you go to the elect ion between the polling station, the positive and negative poles, right? And then whoever you elect, whatever ion you elect, is then in charge. It's all electricity, it's all, I don't know, actually it seems to be half vibration and frequency and half electromagnetism, doesn't it? And that may be to do with the two hemispheres of the brain. I was listening to someone who was talking about the left half of the brain is more like a computer electrical system, where the right side is more vibrational and expansive. Imagination, yes, to imagine the ion. Yes. Century of the beaver. What? Ionize, to connect, to put the lotion on the skin, or else you get the lotion. I wonder if that comes from Lot on the ion. Lot's wife got turned to salt? I don't know. Oh yeah, so some of them make sense, right? And then you all say things like lotion, which I don't know what putting the lot on the ion is. Giving it put pot on my iron. Don't put pot on your iron, Maria, you might burn it. You might make your clothes smelly. The giant is called Bjorn Taller. Oh, is that the one, Taz, is that the giant from Trump? And is that that same guy from who they say was in the military? Or no, his name was Thor, wasn't it? Sorry, no. Is that Bjorn guy? Is that the name of the giant from Trump, Taz? City is Egyptian, like a sphinx, something energetic. A city. Oh, city. Ah, okay. Nice. City. Something energetic. Cool. Voting, voltage. Those in charge. Yeah, disintegration. Yeah, to disintegrate the ion. Constipation. Philium, come on. You're not making this easy for me. Creation, yes, to create the ion, to create the spirit. Motivation, to motivate the spirit. Yep. So now we're back on track. Now my theory is making sense. As long as Philium doesn't throw any more in. Yes, from Trump's bodyguard. Yeah, right. So who's that guy? Like, how do we know that? Like, where did that giant turn up from? And is he the same one that's under the plane? Because if you go to Instagram, oh God, what's it called? Twitter. If you go to Twitter and you go to the official White House, if you go to their site, on the top, their picture, you'll see a plane. And if you look under the engine of that plane, there's a dude standing there who's about 10 foot tall. He's like halfway up past the jet on the wing of the plane, and there's all these people in front taking photos of him that are like half the size. Yes, fast Eddie. Intention, vacation, yes, ordinary. How you going, ordinary bear? To have intent of the ion, intent of the spirit. Vocation. Now, a vocation is like a, like a job, isn't it? So to vocate, I wonder if that's like vacate. Is a vocation like a job? Is that where you sort of vacate your spirit because you go and do what someone else tells you to do, so you sort of lose your spirit? Who knows? It's good to have a laugh. Yes, it is, William. Thank you. Still making it hard for me. Phone feel C words are bad. Amanda B. Like as in the letter C? Like as in court? Me whacking help no one fasted. Spellcasting is real. Yeah, spelling. Hot knives. Oh my gosh. I don't want hot knives in my third eye. Yeah, spellcasting is real. What's the first thing they teach us when we go to school? Is to spell. Spelling, right? They teach us to spell. And that's basically right after they teach us to pay attention and that we shouldn't daydream and that our imagination, to imaginate the spirit, is wrong. They'd rather us do spells and cast spells on people. So, someone cut the cheese. How do you know Russian? Like, can you smell? Is this smell-o-vision? Must be careful with what they show us, Campbell. Yes. They are careful because we're catching on. Anyone follow alternative answers? Darren Diogi, yeah, Fast Eddie, I haven't seen Darren's work in years. But yeah, I used to get into his his words and stuff, collar and cuffs. Yeah, I used to watch him 5-6 years ago, but he came up with the slaves, right? What do slaves wear? Collars, cuffs and ties. What do business people wear? Collars, cuffs and ties. Yeah. Four angels taught man to write. Yeah, well, this is the thing, Magican, was it? All the stories say, and they're in every, you see it in South America, you see it, Bible stories and that, is civilization was always, given to us, right? And that civilization was education, law, commerce, all this kind of stuff that really, it's not helping us. It seems to be helping the people who introduced it to us, but not us. And so this is the thing, and it really looks like everything, like our conception of everything is wrong, because it's just, and this is as long as we're looking at the out, if you go inside and you trust yourself and you see the world through your own eyes, then you're fine, you're always good. But as far as the outside reality, and as far as all this, you need a job, you need a car, you need to pay for licenses, I mean, how's that? They want you to pay for a license to drive a car that you own on a road that you paid for, because you paid for it with your taxes. I mean, this is just, and people do it. So we've got to stand back in our power. Yeah, this is a big scam. I'm glad you don't have ties, Callum. Ties are not good. Gotta fly. See you, Sam. Thank you for all your comments. Catch you next time. Used the same school. By the way, I've grown a lot since then. I just want to say I did. And don't worry, I'm not going to stalk you. Oh. Should I be reading that? Hide it. Hide a lit cigarette underneath your mask. Michael. That'd be good. They'll just blow all the smoke on someone. That'd be funny. Yes, indoctrination. Yes, to indoctrinate your spirit. And of course, the best nation in the world is the imagination, right? Punctuation. To punctuate. Puncture, it means to stop, doesn't it? When you get a puncture in a car tyre, you stop. So puncture means to stop. So punctuate. The aisle, yeah. Put holes in your spirit. Ooh. And I suppose what? Well, because punctuation is like, it stops the flow, doesn't it, of speech. And speech is the word and the vibration. So yeah, maybe it does. So it puts holes in the spirit. Pay to play. Born, act, South Australia now. Michael, how you going, Michael? Born, act, South Australia now? What does it mean? This went well, I think it's going well, Amanda. I hope you're liking it after a very bad start. Right sentences. Slather on the whole bottom of... What? You guys, so you listening to me. Wands are made from Hollywood. Yes, Alan, Hollywood. Yeah. Wands, magic wands. Yes, definitely. Sentence yourself to slavery. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a good point, right? We're given sentences. Your sentence is, cast the spell, you go to jail because you don't know you're a human. What a spell they have cast. Terrestrial evil made a pact with death, deterioration. Yeah, I mean, where did this evil come from? Are we talking, the inner circle of the plane, the outer circle? Are we talking different dimensions, different frequencies? Are we talking, is it part of us? Is it just something that we built and given our attention to, and so we've created it? This fear thing, and then we pass it on to each other, and it grows and grows. I remember I watched a series of Red Dwarf. Remember Red Dwarf? And they were talking about luck, and that luck was like a virus. Not that you can spread viruses, but back when they thought you could. And yeah, luck. So you'd catch luck, and anything you do would be complete, 100% lucky until you lost it, because it only lasted for a while. So is fear the same? I don't know. Did we create this? Did we create the whole thing? Image. Pat. The eye mage. Ooh. Yes. I mean, is a mage good or bad? Mages are kind of, I don't know. Because not all, hidden knowledge and esoterics is bad. I mean, a lot of it's just taken from us and used against us. That's why they keep it from us, because it is powerful. If we knew all the stuff they knew, if we were educated in all that stuff, that's why they spend so much time hiding it, and then also trying to teach us that something else is correct, because they know we're more powerful. Phoenician parasite language, it is. Fallen, 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 Babylon the Great. Babylon has fallen. We are man, not human. Yes, well, we're humans. We're man and woman. A woman really is just man with a womb, because they carry children, of course. Yeah, it is, Marbio. It's a mind virus. I agree. That's the only virus there is, because no one's dying. And we know they're faking all the figures of anyone that is supposedly dying, so it is a virus of the mind. And this is the thing: is it a virus in the machine, like in the whatever we're in? Just say we're in like a matrix kind of a scenario. Is there some kind of virus that's got in? Because who was it? Is it lifting the veil? Is that the husband and wife guys lifting the veil? And they talk a lot about the matrix and about it being a computer system, and about rituals being actual types of way to change the program and add new programs and software, and they literally talk about a virus being put in the program. It just depends where we are, right? Who's laughing? Maria, are you laughing at me? Am I going too far? Human is the colour of man. Yeah, hue. Well, yeah, in blacks, yeah, okay, I've got you. GGG6. In Black's Law Dictionary, it does. It says human is a monster. The thing is, I mean, it's just a word, and human isn't used in legalese. It's just, and it's not used in law either. I'm just saying it because it's easier than saying, well, it's quicker than saying man and woman. But yeah, human, the colour of man. Yeah. I mean, this is the thing with words. We've been given all these words, and we've been given meaning for them, and of course words have to mean something. They have to mean something, right? Or else what's the point of them? So, we're really going to have to look at our language, because so much of it is being changed. It's just, we don't even know what we're saying anymore, do we? I mean, he's kind of confused. Amanda B is kind of confused. Is that because of me? Thinking us, oh my gosh. Vin, terrible good. Yes, visit Lisa Harrison about virus in the construct. Beyond the veil. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Sal. Yeah, they do a lot. They actually said they went to Egypt and did some ceremony, and they found, when they went to Egypt, they were in a tomb, and they found they found the word COVID carved into the wall of this tomb. Weird. Man is confused. The film Metropolis described, 1980. I know. I Am Mine. Black and white. That black and white Metropolis film, and how. If you look at that film, I mean, how did they even make that back then? It's got robots and stuff. I mean, obviously it's all fake, but it looks better than, any of the movies for the next 50 years. Callum, virus is all of man. This is their sick joke. The virus, what is it? Via us? Yeah. It's all of man. What does ver mean? All? All of us? Ver? But yeah, virus. It's gone viral. It's gone viral. Really didn't think Project Camelot had set a view on that. Oh, that mustn't have been me. I haven't seen Project Camelot for a while. Are they still good? I used to watch them years ago. Oh, Tate drank ayahuasca in the pyramids. Did you do that, or is that's what they did, wasn't it? They did a ceremony. Detoxing reality. Project Camelot is whack. Balaria. What's that? And got Angelo Saxon. Oh my gosh, Metropolis is amazing. What was that? UAP did a thing, did he? Kitty meows and Campbell jumps to go. How you going, Gary? Vril. Yeah, right. Vril. Yeah. As in the Vril Society, right? North Pole, Arctic, Germans, spirits. What's her name? Madame Belofsky. Those kind of Vrils. So what's that? The Vrils in us. Art of man. We need to learn. Yeah, the art of man. That's what we need to learn. Bohemia, The Colour of Law. Metropolis is the scariest movie ever. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, it's even scary now, Gail. More scary because we can now see they actually tried to make that come true. Come in as a baby, Barbie, to make honey for the queen. Yeah, well, that's what they want. That's the doctor. The doctor. Tor. Tor is gold in Sanskrit, doctor. So to take the gold. Vilcraft, viral. Viral, yeah, right. Nice. So so the Vril, and the Vril are very close to the parasites, the archons, the whatever you want to call them, jinns, demons. And we were just saying, are they a virus? Interesting. VIR is in virus, which is, very close to Vril. Can a dummy don't be a bear? Oh, don't say don't be a bear here. There's a few bears in this chat. Can a dummy? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I'm sure you don't mean anything against the bears. Bohemian Grove. Yeah, reverse to good. Some of the good mudflood buildings in Brisbane, the Old Museum, Treasure Building. Yes, there's mudflooders everywhere. All living things have their own vibration. It's true. Somatics, we've all got our own energy signature. Humans as well. Each human individual, the indivisible, the one that is one with the all. We've all got a unique vibration because we're all fractals of the one. We're all fractals of God. We're all pieces of the puzzle. Flemish bears crush, yes. Lizard people, well, and lizard people, right? There's all this thing. I don't know. They could be definitely reptilian, but the reptilian brain as well, right? That's the brain that we've all got that is just instinct and has no emotion and no feeling. So a reptilian brain is a brain that can kill people, rip them off, treat them, like they're not sentient beings. So, this is the other thing, is reptile just, is this allegory? Is it real? Because this line between allegory and what's right and real it's a very hard line. And I think what's happening is we all have three bodies, right? We have our human body, our mental body, and our spiritual body, our energy body. Actually, Tom Barnett this morning said 4. He added in emotional body. But we have three bodies. So everything we see and everything that happens actually happens through these different bodies. So something that we think about, we then can see in physical reality. So and then we can feel it with our physical body, and then you'll get some kind of spiritual sense. So, with reptiles, is it just something that's representative of our physical reptilian brain, and so we see that physically through energy represented as a reptile? Is that what's going on here, or is it actually a physical reptile? Or is it something that's from a different vibration that we perceive as a reptile because it has that reptilian energy signature, cymatic to it? I think like being in my brain for a while. These are the things I think about. Be yourself, happens to be a good bear, woohoo. The seed of evil is a spirit in which people operate or carry themselves. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we make the decisions. We get to decide. The only thing we ever have, guys, at its, when everything else is stripped away, you've always got choice. And of course, we're not finished when there's nothing else to add. We're finished when there's nothing else to take away. Brenty, big size is always pushing the reptilian part of our brain. Yeah, it is. That's how we're taught, Pat. And left side of our brain, they push us into boxes. And because of that, look what's happened. If you look at, the old world and Renaissance and the art and stuff, you just know that came from the right side of the brain, that stuff they were coming up with. Look what we get now. We get boxes. The architecture's just square, it's boxes. The maths is accounting. Everything's black and white. There's no... look at Hollywood. Those dudes can't even write a movie anymore. It's just everything's a remake, and it's a bad remake. It's just ridiculous. Passed out cold. Berserk bear. Intention is important. Yeah, intention is everything, Michelle. You've got to give intent to the soul, to the spirit. Intent of the ion. Art is amazing. Art is expression. So art is your spirit made physical. It's you showing your energy to the world. That's what art is. Hey, and by the way, Art of Dino. You guys seen Art of Dino? If you're not, go check out his channel. That dude is amazing. The stuff he draws. I can draw, but I can't do like that real good stuff. Yes. Oh gosh, I've got a video next to me and it's like 5 minutes lagging. Sound is God. Yeah, dragon, yeah, God. In the beginning was the word, sound, the vibration across the water. In Hindu, Sanskrit, it says it was sung. The universe was sung into creation because it was composed. Tartarian Tales, pig folks recently rescued from... What? 17 Joy? Really? Pig folks recently rescued from dumps. Holy crap. Chimeras, this whole thing about cloning. We had Dolly the sheep back, 30 years ago? Now you can go online and you can get your pet cloned. You can do that now. You can get your pet cloned. They were doing cryogenics back in at least the 60s, probably beforehand, probably from the 40s, I would think. So what are they doing? What kind of tech do they have? What are they creating down there? Yes, Martha, Art of Dino, he's awesome, isn't he? Yeah, I mean, so pigmen, are they pigmen? We don't know. We see all these weird pictures in old books, right? You know, the dogmen and all these weird people. Um, and genetics. And this is all about, in the end, what these beings, things, whatever it is, want, which makes me think that it's a conscious thing rather than something we've created, because they just definitely want. It seems like they want to kill the creation. You know, the creation, the spirit, the place where we create ourselves and we create the world. That's what they want to kill, and that's why they're killing. I mean, you look around; they're killing gender guys. And through killing gender, they're killing the family unit. They're killing education, the natural transfer of knowledge and law from parents to children. They're the food. They control the food. They're destroying that natural food and trying to make it chemical, which is obviously medicine as well. Because let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. They're trying to kill the creation. That's what they want. They want to kill the creation because they don't have the spark of God in them, and they're jealous and they want to kill the creation. So that's why they're doing all this stuff and like I said, transgenderism, and then creating all these chimeric stuff and weird things and changing DNA, and they're trying to kill the creation. That's the end game. That's what they wanted. How basic, I know, right, Michelle? How basic is gender? And this is the thing with law, right? If you're a non, I don't even know what they're called, a non-polar bi-generic transgenderism dude. How can you stand up in a public court and say that you're a man or a woman? You got no standing because you don't stand in the creation anymore. You gave that away. So is that part, and yeah, that was brought up in that episode of Owen's this morning as well. They said that, but ultimately they're trying to kill the creation. That's what's going on. Henry can't stand bears. They're full. Be careful, Henry. Gross a bear. Do you mean like bears as in Owen Benjamin fans? Because Owen Benjamin is also, I actually only sort of caught on to him when he was waking up to Flat Earth, and John Thor did basically documented the whole thing. But Owen's a thinker. Owen's good. Owen's a thinker. So anyone that's a fan of Owen is, they're a friend of mine, because Owen's a smart person. Because Owen, he thinks. They're his own thought. That he has original thought. He thinks, and this is what's so hard to find these days, is people with original thought. Like that, if you want to find someone who's rabbiting what everyone else says, you can find that anywhere. So easy to find someone who can think for themselves and who can see the reality differently, and then will go out and say it and stand in that power. That's powerful. And Owen's a Christian, and I'm not, but I don't have a problem with that, and I'm sure he wouldn't have a problem with me either. Saying that, it's not that I'm against Christ. I think Christ was way cool, obviously, and all the teachings and being Christ-like. It's the religion, it's the man-made construct that I'm not in. But no, Owen's cool. I like people with perspective. I like people with different perspective, because unless you get a different perspective, you're just going down the same path. And life is about awareness, and it's about awakening. It's about giving ourselves more perspective. The higher you climb, the further you can see, right? So if you make that the bigger your mountain of knowledge, the higher you are, the further you can see. And the further you can see, then the more knowledge you can take in, and up you go. So there's my little rant on Owen. So if you see this, Owen, you have to give me a like. Idiots are idiots despite the efforts to warn them. Koala bears, yeah. I used to work at Adventure World, and we had koala bears. And those, do you know that they jump? So yeah, I got to pat them and hold them. They're very cool, but they can actually jump about 3 foot off the ground. And I kid you not, these things, and they just walk slowly and they just go boing and they just jump. And they don't do much, but first thing in the morning and in the evening, they're really active for about half an hour. And they run around and they climb up and down and they jump, and then they just stop. And they don't move for like 10 hours. But they're pretty cool. Mod me and I'll ban these gabbets for life. How do I do that, Berserk Bear? How do I do that? I'd love to have a moderator. Oh, how do I do that? I don't know how to do that. The bear went over the mountain. Yes, what? Oh, God, what's going on here? Did I do that? Drop bears because... What's this bear? What's drop bears? Are they having go at bears, are they? See, I'm missing all this. I'm talking and I'm missing all this stuff in the chat. I am really, you have to say it, more drop bears, can't lie to everyone. Jerry DeCamp has real original. Oh, I haven't heard of Jerry DeCamp. I'll have to check him out. If you go to the woods today... What does drop bears mean? What am I missing? What is the dead heart? As in what, Australia? Like Midnight Oil? Don't they have a song, Dead Heart? Bundaberg, Crystallized Pineal, Activated Light Body, Merkaba. Sam. Oh, Sam, you're back. I thought you had to go. Hello. They chew on eucalyptus. Yeah, yeah. Koalas do eat eucalyptus leaves. You're a compulsive liar. Nobody lies like you, Rich, leads me to believe. Are you talking to me? Oh, someone. English Jonah. English Jonah says that I'm a compulsive liar. Nobody lies like me, which leads him to believe that somebody is paying me. English Jonah, I wish they were. I even wish YouTube would just bloody remonetize my channel because I don't get a cent from even YouTube at the moment. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to deputize someone to, to keep an eye on this chat. Drop unexpectedly is what Americans call. Oh, okay, now I've got the drop bears. Sorry, guys. Don't know where that was because drop bears. I mean, come on, that's Australian, man. That's one of our biggest lines against tourists. We tell them to be scared of the drop bears. Yes, I agree, Sunray. English Jonah. Yes, I know. I know, but I mean, that's the thing, right? He has to tell us he's English. Why do you have to tell us that, Jonah? I mean, are you under their legal jurisdiction, are you? How do I do that, Berserker Bear? I don't know how to mod you. I've got buttons up here. But, does anyone know how to do that? You are doing something right. I agree, hate speech. Yeah, no, I agree. What's that saying? If you don't have haters, you're not talking loud enough, right? Yeah, I agree. English. Yeah, no, I'm not going to hold it against you. Facts, nothing. Like we know he's not a normal English man or woman. Bear got oh, click on the name. Oh, okay. Oh, now I'm going to have to find someone. Where'd you go, Berserker? Oh gosh. Click on the name. Oh, whoa, sorry. Oh, there you go, Berserker. You've been deputised. All right. Press hold on the screen, Teddy Bastard. Who is the Muppet? Yeah, I think he's run away. I think he was saying stuff until I read it, and then he's if he's still there, he's being very quiet. Which is like these people, right? You know, the people with the least to say always tend to say it the loudest. But they tend to just say the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again. They don't really go far with their thoughts. They used to kind of get stuck in these little loops, which is kind of a lot to do with ego. But I think the time of ego is over. Obviously, ego is again how they ruled us. You pump up the ego, make someone think that they're better than someone, and then you give them a good paycheck and a car, and they'll stand over other people for you and show you just how much of a minion and muppet they are. Oh my gosh, what's time? What is it? 8 o'clock. Have I been going for 2.5 hours? Oh my god, how did that happen? Alright, I think I'm gonna, I do have some stuff to do, so I might get this finished soon, guys. Thanks heaps for joining me. I hope I made sense. I mean, it was fun. Hope you guys had fun. Berserker Bear, thank you. Yes. I hope if you don't stay in that role, Berserker, I will whack you in there on my next live. So, leave me some comments. If you're in Perth, when's the best time to meet up? I'm thinking this weekend or next weekend, Saturday or Sunday. Let's see when's best for most people. Facebook group. Should we start a private Facebook group so we've got somewhere to meet and talk that we can go all the time? And law. Yeah, the law. I'm going to be doing videos on the law. Lots happening, and I'm going to let you guys. I'm going to give you all the info you need. To deal with these legal people who think that they have jurisdiction over you, which of course they do not, because they are not God. And as long as they act under the guise of legal, they're actually less God than you are, because they're acting under a corporation, which is a dead entity. All right, so I'm thinking of doing one every Tuesday. I like the word choose, so I thought we'd choose to have a bit of a chat every Tuesday. What do you reckon? About, this bat time, this bat channel, this bat day. Alright, so thank you all for joining me. We've got up to 400 there, so thank you so much, guys. Thanks for helping me out and telling me how to work this program. That was very helpful. And thanks for all your kind comments and remarks and everything. You're all awesome. Stay awesome. Love you all. I'll be back, but definitely do a live again next Tuesday, 5:30, but I'll let you know about it. So stay awesome. Love you guys. And the power is